Welcome to Pilates for Boomers. My name's Len Palumbi and I created Pilates for Boomers for you. Please take a moment and read the following. Today we're going to work on some basic stretches. This is what I call my morning stretch class. So let's start by coming down onto the mat. If you need a little support under the head, you can always add a little pillow or a towel. You want to make sure that your head is nice and in line with your spine. Make sure you're in the center of the mat, and then come to laying all the way out long on the mat. Let's start with a little footwork. We're going to start by pointing and flexing our feet. Inhale as you point the toes forward. Exhale as you flex the toes back towards you. Keep going with your breath, inhaling to point your feet, exhaling to flex your feet. Coordinate your movement with the breath so that you use your full inhale to point, your full exhale to flex. And let's do two more here. Inhale to point and exhale to flex. Now let's scrunch the toes. As you inhale, curl your toes towards your heels like you're trying to pick up a ball with your feet. As you exhale, release the toes. And inhale, scrunch the toes, stretching the tops of the feet, curling the arches. Exhale as you release the stretch. Inhale, curl the toes to the heels. Exhale to release. Two more here. Inhale, curl the toes to the heels. Exhale to release. And one more. Inhale, curl. And exhale to release. Now let's circle the feet around the ankles. As you inhale, turn your feet out to the side, start to push them forward. Exhale as you bring them around together and back up to the ceiling. Keep going with your breath. Take your time, really relish the stretch in the feet. Don't be in a hurry. Using your full inhale and exhale to complete each circle of the feet. Two more in this direction. And the last one. And then let's reverse. Inhale as you bring your toes inward, press them away. Exhale as you circle out to the side, around, and back to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Just really opening up the ankle joint, stretching all of the muscles around the ankle, getting another nice stretch in the feet. Last two. Good. And last one. Bringing the feet back to parallel, toes up to the ceiling. Now, this is a very small movement. We're going to separate the toes and stretch them out to the side. You may not even feel any movement. Do your best and then relax the toes. And inhale, see if you can stretch the toes apart as if someone were stuffing cotton balls between the toes. And exhale to release. And again, imagine you have webbed duck feet and you're spreading your web apart. And last two. And together. Last one. Good. All right. Let's start to warm up the legs a little bit. So we're going to do some external and internal rotation. As you inhale, turn your feet, your knees out to the side. Feel the femurs turning in the hip socket. And exhale as you turn the legs and the feet inward. Inhale as you externally rotate the legs. See if you can turn a little farther. Exhale as you internally rotate. Inhale out and exhale in. And two more. Inhale, rotate the legs outward, and exhale, turn them in. Last one. And close and bring the feet back to parallel. Let's do some heel drags next. Start to warm up the legs a little more. Starting on your right foot, as you inhale, drag your heel across the mat, bringing your heel towards your butt, and exhale as you push that leg away. Go to your left leg. Inhale, pulling the leg up, and exhale, pushing it away. Back to the right. Inhale, bend the knee, pull the heel towards the butt. Exhale, push the leg away, straightening it all the way out. Inhale, pull it to you, and exhale, push it away. And again to the right, keeping your pelvis in neutral, using your belly muscles. Keep your pelvis stable. And last one, inhale and exhale. Last one on the left, inhale and exhale. Now let's do that with the leg turned out to the side. Turn your right leg out to the side. Bring your heel close to the inside of the left leg. As you inhale, drag that heel up the inside of the leg, keeping your leg turned out to the side. And as you exhale, straighten it out. Stay on the right leg here. Inhale as you bend, and exhale as you straighten. Keep turning that knee out without tilting your pelvis. Try and keep your left hip down on the mat as you bend and straighten the leg. Two more here. And exhale. And last one. Good. Bring the right leg to parallel and then externally rotate your left leg. Bring your left heel up against the right ankle. And then inhale as you slide your heel up the inside of the leg. Exhale as you press it away. And inhale, drag the heel. Keep that leg turned out. Keep the knee as close to the floor as you can. Keep that right hip down on the mat. Good. And last two. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now bend both knees and bring your feet flat onto the mat. We're going to start with some knee raises now, starting on the right leg, and we'll alternate to the left. Using your belly muscles, inhale as you bring your right leg up to tabletop. Exhale as you lower it down. Left leg, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. And right side, keep that knee bent at a right angle. Use your belly muscles, your back muscles, your arms to stabilize your core, stabilize your pelvis. Inhaling as you lift, exhale, control it down. One more on the left, and lower down. Now, for the challenge, draw the legs together and then bring them both up into tabletop. Use your hands and your forearms to support you. Don't lift with your head and your neck. Bring your feet slightly apart and let's do little toe taps. Inhale, tap your right toes down to the mat, lift them up. Inhale, tap your left toes down to the mat and lift them up. Now let's alternate, changing in space as we inhale And exhale, lowering and lifting, using the belly, keeping those abdominal muscles engaged, pressing with your arms to support you, keep your spine in neutral. And the last one on the left, and bring both legs to tabletop. Squeeze the legs together and carefully lower down without letting your pelvis tilt away from you. All right, let's work on that pelvis now. Bring your feet to about hip width apart. We're going to start with some pelvic tucks and tilts. To tuck the tail, we're going to pull the pubic bone up towards the sternum, flatten out that lower back, imprinting the spine onto the mat, and then exhale as you come back to that neutral spine position, preserving that natural curve in the lower back. Keep going with your breath. Inhale as you tuck the tail. Exhale as you come back to neutral. So we're just moving the pelvis ever so slightly. It's not a big move. We're not lifting our hips. We're just moving the pelvis by pulling the belly in, pulling the pubic bone up towards the sternum. And one more here. And now let's tilt the pelvis. We're going to push it the other way. So as you inhale, press your tailbone down, overarch your back a little more, and then exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale as you press your tail away, and exhale as you come back to neutral. And again, inhale, tilt away, exhale to neutral. Two more. Inhale, tilt, and exhale, neutral. Last one. Inhale, tilt, and exhale to neutral. Now let's rock the pelvis. We'll go from a tuck to a tilt and keep going with your breath. Inhale as you tuck the tail. Exhale as you tilt it away from you. Inhale, tuck, really squeeze the belly, push the spine down. Exhale as you tilt away. One more like this. Inhale to tuck, exhale to tilt, and come back to neutral. Now we're going to reverse the breathing. Take an inhale for nothing. Exhale as you tuck the tail, and inhale as you tilt it away from you. Exhale to tuck, inhale to tilt away. Last one. Exhale to tuck, and inhale to tilt away. Now we're going to go into hip raises with spinal articulation. Bring your heels a little closer to your butt. Make sure they're grounded onto the mat. We're going to start by inhaling, giving a tuck to the tail, and then pressing through the feet, lifting the hips up to a plank position, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. On your exhale, you're going to lower down one vertebrae, upper back, middle back, lower back. Tail comes down last, coming back to neutral spine. Inhale, tuck, and lift, pressing through the feet, articulating through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale as you lower down with control. Good. Imagine your spine is like a string of pearls, and you're lifting that string of pearls off the mat, one pearl at a time. And then you're lowering that string of pearls down to the mat, one pearl at a time. See if you can find each vertebrae in your spine, really stretching it and opening up that spine. Joseph Pilates used to say, you're only as young as your spine is flexible. Last one. So we want to keep that spine nice and flexible to have that youthful energy. And all the way down. Nicely done. All right, let's work on the arms and the shoulder girdle next. Take your arms, bring them straight up to the ceiling. Anchor your arms in the shoulder socket. Turn your palms to face each other. Engage the hands so thumb and fingers are together. As you inhale, push your middle fingers up to the ceiling. Let your shoulder blades roll around the ribs as you extend those arms up, and exhale as you pull those shoulder blades together and down to the mat to lower the arms. Inhale as you protract the arms, pushing them up. Exhale as you retract the arms. And again, inhale, protract, moving those shoulder blades. Exhale, retract, really opening up all the muscles around the shoulder joint. And retract. And last one, inhale, reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, bring them down. Next, we're going to bring the arms back overhead. Keep that thumb and finger engagement in the hand. Keep just moving your arms in the shoulder socket now, shoulder blades down on the mat. Inhale as you bring the arms overhead, only as far as you can keep your ribs from popping or your spine from shifting. Exhale as you bring those arms back to the ceiling. Inhale, bring the arms back. See if you can stretch a little further. And exhale, bring the arms up to the ceiling. And again, inhale, stretching back. And exhale, coming up. Last two. Inhale, bring the arms back. And exhale, bring the arms up. Last one. Inhale, get a nice stretch here all through the torso. Exhale, bring the arms up. Let's go the other way now. Bring the hands to the hips as you inhale down and exhale as you raise. And inhale as you lower the arms down and exhale up to the ceiling. Imagine you're holding on to a little imaginary beach ball. And it's a magic beach ball that can pass through the body as you lower and lift. That will help keep your hands engaged in space. And arms come up. Now, let's bring the arms out to a T. As you inhale, open the arms out to the side, only to shoulder height. Exhale, squeeze those pec muscles to bring your arms up. Hold on to your beach ball. Inhale as you open, stretching open the collarbones. Exhale as you bring the arms back together. Inhale, open like you're opening the cover of a book. And exhale as you close the arms. Last one, inhale as we open. And exhale as we close. Now, let's put that all together. Let's make big arm circles. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead. Start to circle them to the side. Exhale as you bring them all the way around to the hips and then back to the ceiling. Keep going with your breath. Nice, smooth, continuous circles using a full inhale and a full exhale for each circle of the arms, flowing from one movement into the next. Staying grounded in your shoulder girdle, shoulder blades stay down on the mat. Just your arms are moving in the shoulder circle or shoulder socket. And one more here. Good. Getting ready now to reverse the circles. Arms come to the ceiling, and then inhale as you lower the arms. Exhale as you circle them around, riding that exhale around like a wave. Inhale, lower, and exhale, circle around. Good. Keep going with your breath. Keep those thumb and fingers engaged. Keep the arms long. Shoulder blades down, belly pulling in, feet grounded. We're using the whole body. Pilates is whole body exercise. Last one. Everything's either moving or stabilizing. And bring your arms all the way down to your side. All right, let's warm up the abdominals now. We'll do some abdominal curls. So bring your arms to the ceiling, palms facing away from you now. Thumb and fingers stay engaged. As you inhale, start to curl your chin to your chest. Lower your hands towards your hips, and as you exhale, see if you can lift those shoulder blades off the mat by reaching beyond your knees. Inhale as you start to lower down, and exhale, head comes down last. Inhale, curl the chin to the chest, start to lower and pull the arms forward. Lift the shoulder blades off the mat, reach, 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 and then inhale, Lower one vertebrae at a time. Keep that chin to the chest till the very end and lower the head down last. And again, inhale, chin to chest and rounding up. Inhale as you start to lower down and exhale, come all the way. Last one, inhale, chin to chest. Now crease at your sternum. Exhale as you lift those shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale as you start to lower down and exhale, head comes down last. Bring your arms down to your sides. All right, next we're going to work on the hip sockets. We'll do some knee circles. So extend your left leg long, press your heel away from you, flex your foot, bring your right leg up to tabletop. Take your hands, bring them behind your thigh, and inhale as you straighten that right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you straighten. Exhale as you bend. One more here. Inhale as you straighten the leg. Exhale as you bend. Now let your heel drop all the way down to your hamstring. Take your right hand on the top of your knee. Your left hand is off to the side. Just feel the femur grounded in the hip socket. The femur is your big leg bone that connects your hip to your knee. And we're going to make clockwise little circles about the size of a basketball, as if you were stirring a pot. Inhale and exhale, just circling your knee around in the hip socket. Good. Keep your pelvis stable. Keep your belly pulled in. Remember, the rest of your body is working, even though the leg and the arm are the only parts that are moving. One more in this direction. And now let's reverse. Cross out to the side and circle away and around. Inhale and exhale. Keep going with your breath, making a nice circle. Keep that left hip grounded. Don't let it lift off the mat. Use your belly to stabilize. Last one. Good. And then grab your knee and give yourself a little hug. Stretch into your glute muscle. Good. Bring that right leg all the way down. Stretch it out. Flex the foot. Press the heel away. Bend your left knee. And then bring your left leg up to tabletop. Just supporting yourself with your hands. As you inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale as you bend. Keep flexing that right foot. Keep pressing your right heel down for balance and stability. Inhale straightens the left leg up. Exhale as you bend. Now let your heel drop. Keep your knee pointing to the ceiling. Take your left hand on top of your left knee. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Starting to the right, inhale as you cross and exhale as you circle. Just stirring the pot, rotating the femur around in the hip socket, using your inhale and your exhale, drawing those basketball-sized circles on the ceiling with your knee. Last one, and then reverse. Cross out to the side and exhale, circle around. Inhale, cross. Exhale, circle. Use your belly muscles here. Your deep lower abdominals should be really engaged as you circle that knee all the way around. And last one here. And then grab your knee and give yourself a hug. Pull that knee all the way up to your shoulder. And then extend that left leg long. Stretch both legs out. Stretch your arms above you. Stretch that right arm out, stretch that left arm, right leg, left leg. Take a deep inhale and exhale as you bring the arms down. All right, let's come up to sitting. However that works for you. You could roll up to sitting. You can come to your side and come up. And we're going to do a little more spine and articulation work. Bring your heels together, your toes apart, let your knees go wide, and grab on behind your knees. Pull your belly in like someone's trying to punch you in the stomach, and you don't want their fist to reach you. Keep that rounded position, elbows are wide. As you inhale, tuck that tail, press your sacrum back to the mat, coming back only until your arms are straight. And then exhale, squeeze your belly as you round yourself forward. And inhale, tuck the tail, push the back down to the mat, but don't let your feet lift off. Exhale as you round forward. Should feel a nice stretch in that lower spine. And up. And 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. And last one. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Grab on behind your right thigh. Extend your left leg. Roll yourself down to the mat. We're going to do a little single leg stretch here. So bring that right leg up to tabletop. Take your left hand on your right knee. Bring your right hand on your shin. Pull that knee into you as you curl your chin to your chest. Extend your left leg away from you. Inhale as you pull that knee in a little more, and exhale as you switch. Keep the outside hand on the shin. Pull that knee, tighten your ab curl. Inhaling and exhaling and stretching a little deeper. Keep engaging those abs. Pull that knee into you. One more on the right. And last one on the left. And lower yourself all the way down. Whew. Take a breath. All right, let's come up to sitting now, and we'll do a little spine stretching. So you can roll up or come to your side and bring yourself up. Bring your legs wide on the mat. Your knees can bend slightly if you're a little tight in your hamstrings, like I am, and you want to sit up nice and tall with your head up to the ceiling as if you were sitting up against an imaginary wall. Bring your arms straight out in front of you. Thumb and fingers are engaged. Shoulder blades are down your back. As you inhale, straighten up, lift the ribs. As you exhale, pull your belly to your spine and reach forward as if you were leaning over a balcony and it's pressing right into your belly. Inhale as you stack up, lower back, middle back, upper back. And exhale, round forward. Pull that belly in more. Round through your spine. Reach forward without letting your shoulders hike up to your ears. And then inhale as you stack up, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, rounding forward. And inhale, stacking it up. And 2 more. Exhale as you round forward. And inhale to stack it up. And last one, exhale as you round forward. Good. And inhale to stack it up. All right. Now, I want you to come to laying on your right side, right in the middle of the mat. Knees are going to be bent. Your heels will be in line with your butt. And I want you to bring your hands onto your ears, holding on to the back of the head with your elbows pointing forward. I'm going to do some chest opener here, keeping your knees together and down on the mat. As you inhale, lift that top arm up and look over your left shoulder, stretching the torso. Keep those knees together. Exhale as you come all the way back to center. And inhale, open that top arm, lead with your shoulder, looking over your shoulder, and exhale as you come back. And last one, inhale, twisting the torso, keeping the knees pushing down in opposition, and back to center. Now you can extend your right arm, or you can leave it bent, and bring your top arm in front of you like a kickstand. Make sure your hips are stacked and stable. Make sure your shoulders are stacked and stable. And we're going to start with some femur kicks. So bring your top leg to hip height, parallel to the bottom leg, but lift it off. Keep that knee bent at a right angle, and as you inhale, you're going to bring your femur forward, knee towards chest. Exhale as you push that leg behind you, keeping the knee bent at a right angle. Inhale as you pull, and exhale as you push it behind you. And again, stretching it, stretching that hamstring as you come forward, stretching your hip flexor as you go back. Last two, inhale forward, exhale back. And last one on the side. And bring it all the way back. And then bring the top leg over the bottom leg and rest it down. Now we're going to do some clams. So heels are squeezed together, toes apart. And as you inhale, press the heels together as you lift that top leg up to the ceiling. Exhale as you lower it down. And inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Really stretching open the legs to bring that knee all the way to the ceiling if you can. And close. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. Good. You can rub out your hip if you need to. And then we're going to come over onto the other side. So you can just roll over if you want, or you can switch over by coming to the other side of the mat. I'm going to do it this way so that I can face the camera. And bring your hands behind your head, knees are bent, heels are in line with your butt, head's in line with your spine, elbows are forward. For the chest opener, inhale as you bring that top arm up to the ceiling and looking over your right shoulder. Exhale as you come back to center. And again, inhale, keep your knees pressing down in opposition. Stretch those oblique muscles, the muscles between the ribs and the waist. And one more here. Inhale, really getting a deep stretch. And exhale as you come back to center. Bring your top arm in front of you like a kickstand. You can leave your left arm bent or straight. And bring that top leg to hip height for femur kicks. Inhale as you sweep the leg forward. Exhale as you push it behind you. Inhale as you bring it forward. Exhale as you push it behind you. Inhale as you bring it forward. And exhale as you push it behind you. And last one, forward and back. Bring the top leg back over the bottom leg, lower it down. Squeeze the heels together, getting ready for clams. Inhale as you clam the leg open like a clamshell. Exhale as you close. And inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. And again, flowing from one movement to the next, keeping everything engaged. You're using every muscle in your body to either move or stabilize. Last one. And all the way down. Nicely done. All right, come onto your belly. I'm going to switch sides here. And we'll do a little spinal extension now. You can start with your forehead on your hands and stretch your legs out behind you, pressing the top of the feet down onto the mat. Let's start with some leg extensions and lifts. Starting on your right side, as you inhale, stretch that right leg so far behind you that it lifts up off the mat, and exhale as you lower it down. Left leg, inhale, extend, lift up, use that lower glute muscle.
exhale as you lower down. Right leg, inhale, extend, and lift up. Exhale as you lower down. Keep pulling that belly in. Keep your ribs down on the mat. Keep your hips pressing into the mat. Good. And last one on the left. Nice. And down. Now, rest your nose on the mat or your forehead. Bring your arms behind you with your palms facing up. Legs are together, tops of the feet are pressing down. This is called string the bow. Imagine you're a bow and a bow and arrow, and we have to put the string on the bow, so we need to bend the bow. As you inhale, start to pull your hands back towards your heels. As your chest lifts, let your gaze lift like a turtle looking out of your shell, pressing your lower ribs forward to arch into that upper back. Exhale as you lower down. And again, inhale, pull the arms back. See if you can come up another inch higher. Exhale as you lower down. And one more. Inhale, stretch it behind you. And exhale as you lower down. Bring your hands by your shoulders. Come up to hands and knees, and let's come into a child's pose. Knees go wide. Hips go to your heels. Bring your elbows and your forearms down on the mat. Pull your elbows into you as you round that upper back like an angry cat, stretching out those extensor muscles. Take a breath here. And then come up onto hands and knees for our quadruped stretch. Knees are hip width apart, legs are in parallel. Spine is in neutral, head's in line with your spine. Shoulders are right over your wrists. We're going to start with the right arm. As you inhale, extend that right arm out like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Exhale as you bring it back to the mat. Left arm. Inhale, extend your left arm out. And exhale, bring it back to the mat. Now the right leg. Inhale, extend that right leg back behind you. Exhale, bring your knee back to the mat. Inhale to the left leg, extend it out behind you. Exhale, bring it back. Now let's work in opposition. So we're going to extend the right arm and the left leg. Inhale, be as straight as an arrow. And exhale as you bring it back. And inhale, other side. And exhale, bring it back. Come up to kneeling, nice and tall. I'm going to do some heel sits now. Bring your hands slightly in front of you, palms facing each other, keeping your back nice and straight as if it were against an imaginary wall. And as you inhale, you're going to bring your butt towards your heels, stretching those quads and the tops of the feet. As you exhale, you're going to lift back up to that vertical position. Inhale, sit on your heels if you can. If not, that's okay. Exhale as you come up. You'll get more flexible the more you do this. Inhale, keep that back upright, and exhale as you come up. Nicely done. All right, let's do some hip flexor stretches. So bring your right foot up in front of you, and your foot should be in front of your knee far enough that you can see your toes in front of your knee. Bring your hands one over the other onto your right thigh. Hips are straight. You're kneeling up nice and tall. Sternum is up. Gaze is forward. As you inhale, push your hips forward till you get a nice stretch right here in your hip flexor. And exhale as you come back to vertical. Inhale, push it forward. You're like a big sail on a sailboat, and the wind is blowing behind you, and your back is arching, and you're pushing those hips forward and back. And then bring your right knee back down to the mat. Bring your left foot up in front of you. Make sure you can see your toes beyond your knee. Bring one hand over the other onto the left thigh. Make sure the hips are in alignment. Kneeling up nice and tall. Chest proud. Inhale as you press the hips forward, lifting and lengthening in the spine. Exhale as you come back. Inhale, stretch out that right hip flexor. And exhale as you come back. And last one. Inhale as you stretch forward. And exhale as you come back. And from here, slowly, carefully, press into your left foot and bring yourself all the way up to standing. Make sure your blood pressure is equalized, and then find a spot on the wood floor, or your floor, whatever it is. I have a wood floor here. Heels together, toes apart. Zip your legs up the front. Bring your pelvis into neutral, so it's not tucked, it's not tilted, it's not hiked up to one side or the other. Feel your ribs lifting up off your waist and centering right over your hips. Lower the ribs down. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Pull them gently back and down. Let the shoulder blades float down your back like you're wearing a long velvet cape. And lift your head towards the ceiling as if it were being pulled up by a string. Bring your ears in line with your shoulders. Gently rest your head down on your spine. Turn your palms to face forward. Inhale as you sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Turn your palms outward as you exhale to press out all of the air. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Stretch tall. Keep that height as you exhale to lower down. And last one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale as you lower all the way down. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.